Hey, what's up guys? Just before we get into the video, as I said last week, we decided to split this episode in half as it was Josh's first time joining us. So this is going to be the second half to that episode. So I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, share it around, all that good stuff. Really trying to get the podcast out there, so yeah, please do. Share it with anyone, friends, family, whatever, your worst enemy. I'm sure they'll like it as well, so, you know. Anyway, hope you enjoy, and welcome to part 2 of episode 4.
Oh man, that you're fucking...
It reverberates.
Is like, no, the shape of the arse is in perfect degree angle of like the way you're bent over them, or like, you know what I mean? And it's just like...
Like it just cups
Yeah,
perfectly.
yeah, one of them, yeah.
It proper
It
cups it,
perfectly.
yeah.
I fucking love that, it's so satisfying. That makes me jizz. In itself.
Fair enough.
I feel uncomfortable coming to another situation with someone having a girlfriend, so I'm not going to comment on the situation. So if we can
And he doesn't.
yeah, but
And he doesn't have a girlfriend.
he's happily comfortable talking about this situation. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not speaking about a certain... I'm not speaking even about a certain female. I'm just saying,
Somalia.
like, in general, with the
yeah.
experience I have. That's all. I just want to make that clear. I just want to make that fucking clear.
You were saying about the RAF?
So
I like turtles.
flight crew. So where can I fly planes? Actually, I'm not allowed to fly planes. I'm not even allowed a private license.
Yeah, I know, you're fucking Trevor Phillips, aren't you?
Fucking what?
Trevor Phillips. He's not... Do you not remember Trevor Phillips, GTA 5?
Oh shit, yeah.
He's not allowed to fly planes
Yeah,
because of his
yeah.
mental health and that.
I'm not mental. I'm
No,
just
but you're not allowed to
fucking
fly
blind.
planes, so that's where the fucking... You know what I mean?
I'm just fucking blind. That's all.
Yeah.
I can't see that far. I mean, I take this off and that fucking... The Sidemen jacket looks blurry. I can't... no, I can't read it. I tried. 7.5 out of 10. What about you, Josh? What are you doing at the moment for work?
You're doing good, mate.
Well, I had multiple jobs before I got to the job I'm at now.
I think
Can
you
I-
went through a stage of trying to find something that was comfortable for you, that you actually enjoyed as well.
Can I just say, does he not look like he's ready to shoot an absolutely fire rap album right now?
He looks like, what's his name? That chavvy that he wrote diss tracks on Quadeca. Do you remember him?
Quadeca.
Remember
Oh
that
my
cunt?
god,
Remember
yeah,
him?
Quadeca.
That's what he looked like.
I'm something like that and just sing.
That's
Check the cable on the bottom of your mic, Josh. I think you might have pulled it out. Push it up. You fucking idiot. It's only just recently I saw it. It has been recording up until now. So you'll pick up on our mics as well. You'll just be a bit quiet, but you're back on now. You're back on now.
No way.
Quickly speaking to it.
That is
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I'm
You're
good.
my
I'm good.
goodness.
But that's...
It's literally when you only just moved it like 2 minutes ago.
Don't
You
touch
must have
that.
pulled the cord. So don't touch the cable. Don't touch the cable.
I can't promise you anything. I like to play with things.
Touch my cable.
Oh, I'm uncomfortable.
You can touch it too if you want.
I know, I'm uncomfortable now.
We can both grab your cable if you like.
No, I'm
Grab each
uncomfortable
other's
now.
And we're back to the circle jerk.
Cheesy hash brown.
Dried banana.
So yeah, no, I went through multiple jobs before I met the place I'm at now.
Yeah.
Many including working at restaurants, doing labouring.
Mm-hmm.
At points I was working as a landscaper.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then at a point I was working in a pub. Then I went back to landscaping again, and now I'm comfortable where I am working now. And what I do now is I'm a builder. I work at a builder's merchant.
Yeah. And you're wearing the shirt.
I am wearing a shirt.
This guy has.
That's a sturdy shirt though. That's cushy. It's long sleeve.
It's a
and
nice
everything.
looking shirt.
That's
It's
nice.
not. It's not a long sleeve. It's a short sleeve. I just have my thermal underneath.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
Oh yeah. I
You got a
Fooled
thermal
you.
base layer?
yeah.
No way. Nice.
Better be from Millets.
It's not. Unfortunately,
Kia, what you doing, man?
I needed a cheap shirt, so I went to B&M.
Fair enough.
Fucking cheap.
You could have asked him for a 20% discount. You could have asked me for a 20% discount.
As much as I
Scout
love you
needs to
boys,
get
I need
20%,
one
mate.
there and
They
then.
do.
And at the time I was down in the industrial estate, so I need one there and then. I was, I'm skinny boy.
Mm.
Need more layers, keep myself warm.
Yeah.
And
Just some of my fat. You can have that to keep you warm if you want.
no, I'm alright.
Have you
You
seen
sure?
that? Have you seen
I'm
that?
I'm
On that programme, there's like two twins, yeah? One of them is skinny as fuck. If Rob's listening, you'll know what I mean, mate. There's a skinny girl, and her metabolism's brilliant. She can keep her health in good shape really easily. There's another twin. The other twin, her metabolism's shit, and she's so fat, right? This gets a bit fucking weird, yeah?
Yeah.
The skinny girl pooed, and these scientists put a bit of her poo into this other woman somehow.
Mm.
I don't know where they put it, but they did it, and her metabolism changed instantly,
Yeah.
and now she's the same size.
Well, the thing is like your metabolism's not just down to what your body does, but it's also the microorganisms inside. So whatever microorganisms the one twin with the good metabolism has, putting them into the one that had the bad metabolism from the stool, that would have then helped them to reset, because their body would have promoted the growth of the good bacteria or whatever to break down the food quicker and
Oh, but
for
that's
that to
mental.
use it up. Yeah.
That is mental.
It's like there's so many different things you can do nowadays for weight loss. I mean, there's
With
these
poo?
not necessarily poo, but there's like
It does how you lose weight though.
Yeah.
but there's like drugs and things that you can take which they sort of line your stomach, so they leave you with you feel full quicker, so you don't need to eat
I'm
as much food.
trying to listen. Well, I can just see Josh out the corner of my fucking eye.
This fucking
Just headbanging. There's no fucking music.
this fucking tripped out thread over here.
I'm trying.
I don't smoke pot. I just like to bop to music in my head.
I don't pop, I bop.
I don't.
Wait.
bop.
Why did we start talking about poo?
Uh,
You started talking
you-
about
why did I
poo.
start
We was having this conversation about because I was so skinny.
Oh yeah, skinny. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get back to that because yeah.
Yeah. So I work for a place called Professional Building Supplies in Tunbridge Wells, in the industrial estate. You know.
Quick
shout out.
plug.
Come get your plastics
Not
from us.
sponsored.
Not sponsored, no.
No.
But
Hopefully soon.
Maybe
Work on it.
I'll try.
A better chance than M&S.
But yeah, I work for them, and I don't really know how to say. I've been there for 7-8 months now.
Feels like a
Re-
longer time. It feels longer though.
It does
Feels like you've
feel
been
a
there
lot
for, like,
longer.
years.
But
is this the longest you've had like a single job for now?
No. I've had one when I worked in a restaurant. I worked there for a year before they decided
Yes.
to furlough me from COVID.
Yeah. And
Oh,
they
what,
just
that one near the
And then
Penthouse?
they
Yeah.
absolutely fucked you over, didn't they?
They did.
They didn't actually like give you shifts and things
So
like
I'm gonna say this because I have not got much to care for that company.
that.
I don't know if they're listening or not.
Doesn't
But
matter.
it
Say
doesn't
it.
really matter. But
Straight
I went through COVID. COVID lockdown ended.
Mm.
I saw the place open whilst I was walking my sister home one night.
Yeah.
Saw the place open, so I thought I'd send her a text.
Mm.
I said to her,
For the boss.
yeah, I
Yeah.
sent the boss a message. I said to her, is there any chance you can get me into some work because I'm really low on money at the moment? You know, I've not been working. You guys have furloughed me. I hadn't been paid a single penny.
Yeah.
I had no money going into my bank account, even though I was meant to be on furlough.
Mm.
She texted me back, and she said to me, "Sorry, but it's we can only hold minimum amount of staff at the moment."
Mm.
And so you know, being the person I am, I need to be very upfront with her and go, "Well, if you're not going to give me any hours to work, then I'm going to start looking for a new place because I can't go with having no money
Mm.
and
Yeah.
then trying to look after me and my family." You know, paying my side of what I need to pay for bills and stuff.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
housekeeping that.
And you know, they then decided that they didn't need me anymore,
Mm.
which was the same when I worked for, say, Tivoli and
Yeah.
the pub. They decided they didn't need me anymore, and then that's when I found PBSL, and I'm happy working there. I've, you know, moved up into business already,
Yeah.
Fair play.
and then the next couple of, what I say, 2 years maybe, I'm looking at becoming a warehouse manager.
Cool.
quality.
Boy. There's
That's
good money there as
Yeah.
well.
It is very good money.
Yeah. That's what I feel like. It's been like a little journey. Like you've been trying to just find something they're fair, where they're fair to you and you're comfortable and you actually enjoy it and you do.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to find, because some places you work and you're like, oh yeah, this is a really good job, but it's so tiring on your body. Like when you worked at Albion,
Yeah.
you said you enjoyed the driving.
Yeah, I
But
did enjoy
it
it.
was the hours for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's mental. Ungodly.
But for me, it's,
For real, for real.
you know, I enjoyed the job, but management there wasn't great,
Yeah.
and that's what made it so that I couldn't work there properly.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could happily do the hours, do the work. That was really fun to do, but the management was the main reason why I couldn't work
Yeah.
there.
Mm.
Yeah. The trouble is with you, it's all down to the people that you work with.
Yeah.
Unless you work like a solitary job, like a YouTuber. That's the first thing that came to my head.
Yeah. Or, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Or even like a lot of lorry drivers, quite often they go sort of independent. They don't necessarily work for a specific company.
Yeah, they just get their own lorry and that'd be
Yeah.
that, yeah. But even I didn't really, like, again, that was another aspect of Albion that I didn't really have a problem with. Like, everyone there, I kind of got on with everyone there, actually, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. But we only had to see each other for like 10 minutes in the morning and then a couple of minutes in the afternoon.
Yeah, that was
And
it.
then the rest of it is just me, myself and I.
Yeah.
But,
But it's just the fact that if you've got poor management, then that's what drives it downhill. Really,
mm,
It is, yeah.
it's like a lot of when I was messaging you over Christmas, was as I had a lot of shit with work because it was just so stressful and so hard.
mm,
Because we were already down 2 people as it was, and yes, we had 2 people from in the store, and then 1 person who'd come back from uni came and joined us in the nights. That wasn't enough to cover how much more work that we had over Christmas, because you get so much more that comes in because so much more sells at Christmas, and the problem was a lot of us were struggling and deteriorating quite fast. I mean,
deteriorate.
I'm quite a resistant guy.
You're rotting away
Like, huh?
in the freezers.
In the freezers.
And you were
Oh,
deteriorating.
the picture he sent to us the other day of him in the freezer.
Yeah,
The freezer picture he sent us.
I'd work the freezer all day. But then,
Fuck that, mate.
but the thing is though, is most of the stuff is on cages. You just
Yeah.
roll the cages
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
It's quite quick and easy. But the thing is like with Christmas, it was so much that we had to do, and we just didn't have enough people, that it just dragged and dragged on us so much. Like, I'm off, not next week, but the week after, and I kid you not, I can't wait to just drop off the map and disappear.
Yeah.
That's why I can't do next weekend. I'm
Are
gonna
you
disappear.
going to
Going where?
down the
Down
coast?
south.
Yeah.
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 Down
So
south.
yeah, so the start of the week. So
Wait,
the
you're
start
on
of the
holiday
week,
next week?
not next week, the week after.
I'm on holiday this week, mate.
You wanker.
Yeah.
Change it.
I'm
Come on.
not on holiday at all.
No.
The only time I'm busy is the 11th.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want to go on holiday, by the way. Before you think I'm slacking, I didn't want to fucking go on holiday, but Rob called up when he was in the office and he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to start putting holiday because otherwise you're just gonna lose it."
Yeah.
I'm happy with losing it, but he said, "No, I'd rather you actually take some," because of obviously certain situations that have arisen.
Yeah.
It's best that I know some time off.
Then why don't you have holiday with me?
Well, I can't. He's only booked me 1 fucking week, isn't he?
Well, then ask him to change the week,
No, I don't want to change it off. He literally starts tomorrow, my holiday.
dude.
No,
Right.
I'm not fucking changing it.
My
I mean, I
I'll
have
kill my mum.
the whole week to work, so I work Monday to Friday,
Mm.
and then I have Saturday off to get my tattoo done,
Mm.
and then Sunday I see my daughter. So
I think I'm about the Saturday,
Mm,
but I don't know if I'm going to be about all day.
I never know until like a couple of days before.
Yeah.
I know I've got obviously plans tomorrow. Monday, fuck knows. Oh, Monday morning actually I'm busy with a couple of things. Tuesday I actually have to go into work actually, even though it's my holiday, because the person that was meant to be in Shannon, the sales assistant, who was meant to be the 3rd person there,
Yeah.
is not in because she's going to London.
Well, no.
And then the rest of it I've got off, and I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, mate. I'm gonna be twiddling thumbs.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Yeah, Friday. So yesterday.
Yeah. Stay off Thursday.
The last day of the week.
Yeah. So Rob
before
wasn't in.
Saturday.
Rob wasn't in, yeah, and
Right.
Eric's on holiday, so I had to look after the shop,
Mm.
right? And the conversion rate, so that's obviously footfall to transaction,
Yeah.
is the percentage has been the highest it's been for a long time. Rob said,
Mm.
and the KPIs, so they're stuff like we have spend and get items that
Yeah.
that we promote. So that's you tally down them, you
Mm.
tally down emails and stuff like that. Trust pilots, I didn't really ask for them to be honest,
Yeah.
but the emails and stuff like that has been the highest that it's been for a long time. I got 2 shout outs during the week because of the amount of emails and KPIs and stuff like that I was getting,
Yeah.
and numbers just in general were really good. So Rob's proud of me. So this week's been, although it's been knackering and I'm fucking shattered,
You've put in a good work.
it's been worth it because
Yeah.
I've proven that the area manager even said, well, the acting area manager said that I was giving well experienced managers a run for their money,
Yeah.
which makes me actually believe that I'm probably capable of being a manager at some point.
Not probably. You are capable.
Yeah,
of being
yeah.
a manager.
I wouldn't even if I got offered the manager's role like
Mm.
in the Uckfield branch that's running right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take it just because I'm loyal to Rob. You know
Mm.
what Rob's like, both of
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
He's a good pal. He's really good.
Mm.
So I wouldn't anyway. But
Yeah.
it's just a good feeling, after a long, stressful, however long it's been. It's
Mm.
just good to have something like that. It
In
makes
fact,
me feel
you've been
better.
commended for it.
Yeah, it make me feel good.
Don't get any of that where I am. Not
Yeah.
a single bit. The whole of Christmas.
I feel like though you said that there was some trouble and they didn't give you enough staff during the nights. I feel like with M&S and the bosses there, even if you're the manager of a certain branch,
Mm.
they care more about the daytime people because that's when business is
I tell you
running
this,
than they
no,
do
the
at
fuck
night.
They don't.
Really,
The daytime were just as bad, if not worse than us.
really.
We were struggling. They were worse. Honestly, they were. They had all the extra staff and that sort of thing, and they still were struggling to get by each day
Yeah.
because it just gets so fucking busy during the day. They can't they can't do anything without having people on the tills, and they don't get enough people to come in. When I did my first Christmas at M&S, there was a solid 25, 30 extra people they'd hired,
Yeah.
including myself.
Yeah.
But look, not last Christmas, the Christmas before, there was probably max 20. This one is probably 15.
Was that a temporary job, by the way? And then they said, yeah,
Yeah.
you're good. We're keeping you.
So they kept
That's
me
good.
after
That
it, yeah.
at least you proved straight away then.
Yeah.
Well, here's a question, right? If
Mm.
we went into another lockdown, yeah,
Alright.
who would still be working? All the places we're at now, who would still be working?
I would,
You would.
because I'm
Because
essential.
M&S is
It's
essential.
essential.
Isn't it?
Yeah, because we're a food hall. So
Yeah.
because we have that.
What
sort
about
of
you?
I wouldn't be. I'd be furloughed.
Really?
Yeah.
thing.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because builders still work, didn't they, during lockdown? Did they not?
No,
What about electricians and stuff like that?
we don't do that much in the way of electric.
But what about so
We do like electric ducting, but nothing proper electric wise.
Okay, so what about say you live in a council house, yeah,
Mm.
for example, and your house is like fucking falling down during lockdown, like certain things happen to the structural cunting thing of
Integrity.
it, whatever, well I don't know, architecture cunt, whatever.
Mm.
What happens, yeah, if something bad happens like that, and town and country, because obviously they have their
Mm.
company that they it's called, like, what's it called, Countrywise, isn't it, that they
Yeah.
that town and country have. What happens if, are they not running then, or like what?
I think they have like minor teams.
Yeah.
But what it is they do is like your repairs, like I don't know, if for instance the lock on your door breaks, they'd come
Yeah.
and they'd fix that. But if
So
it's like
you wouldn't.
if it's like a wall socket
I would-
goes out, then it doesn't really make a difference. You can live without it.
As in, so what I do is I work counter and I work in the warehouse.
Yeah. So we.
So if no one's coming into the shop
Yeah.
and no deliveries are coming in, that renders me pretty much useless in the way of doing any sort of sales or putting stock away and stuff like that.
Yeah. But would that not mean that you, like, even the warehouse side of it though? Like, would that not even mean that you'd get more of an influx of people wanting stuff delivered to them, like building supplies?
No, because in the way of us not having anyone to deliver to, because if no companies are running, there'd be no one for us to deliver to. So so most people we see come in the shop are people that don't have accounts with us. Normally just buy at the counter.
Yeah.
It's only a few times a day where we'll see people that have an account with us come in, pay for something. Well, because obviously we do credit, so they can pay at the end of the month. It's only a few times we see people coming like that.
Builders were still working in lockdown.
You might get a certain few people that get their jobs
Like
in still.
Like the essentials,
But-
like building stuff, yeah.
With our place, it's mainly guttering and fascia
Mm.
or drainage. That's not stuff that
It's not an essential.
no. It's
You
not
can
stuff
go
people-
without it for a while.
If say you wanted a bit of fascia on your building, that can wait till COVID was or the lockdown was over.
Oh, okay.
Guttering you can wait till, because it's only going to be a slight little leak in your guttering. If you need to fix it, unless you want new guttering up, then you'd have to just leave the old one until the end of the lockdown and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to drainage, you've got to dig up the ground.
Yeah.
You've got
it's
to
a
go
lot
around,
of-
you've got you go around people's houses. You've got to have multiple people there, which you wouldn't be able to do in COVID.
Oh. Shit.
Yeah, it's quite a lot. Most people, they don't really go at all. I mean, so take my mum for instance. With her work, she didn't have to go into furlough because they're counselling charity.
Yeah.
They could work from home.
Yeah, so they work from home, so they did like Zoom meetings. Obviously, the younger kids can't do Zoom meetings because they can't sit down and concentrate for long enough.
No.
So they sort of did it from like 14 up. They do 14 to 18. They do counselling for kids of those ages because they can actually sit there and focus on the Zoom meeting. But that meant like half the clients were cut. There was like half the amount of clients there, so they couldn't do as many counselling sessions.
Not to invade privacy or anything.
Mm.
Did you, the job your mum had? Did she get paid for that?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, she's the regional manager for admin and bits like that at the moment. So she does the stuff for Kent branches, Sussex, and I think Surrey. I'm gonna say Surrey,
Sorry.
maybe.
What, she's a regional manager of those three bits?
Yeah, so those three are
That's
one
a
region.
fucking...
Yeah, but
Kent
then
and
it's-
Sussex in itself is quite big,
it's-
but Surrey
she's-
as well.
but
That comes under like bit of South London sometimes.
So
That's
what it
mental.
does is she covers those three areas, but it's covering the offices. So each office has sort of an office manager, and then my mum is like the region manager.
And where
for
is
them.
her actual place of work? And I know I know she can work at home sometimes.
Not
but-
far from you. Literally just down the road from you on that corner by Grosvenor Bridge.
What? That fucking bit on that's the house that's sort of like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that fucking place.
Yeah.
Oh
They're
shit.
not in that office at the moment.
No.
They've had to have renovations because since my mum's taken up this job, she does all the health and safety stuff. And there's been a few health and safety issues in that building, so they're having to get it all renovated. New windows.
Yeah, 'cause
new
I remember-
flooring, that sort of thing.
There was something that an old friend of mine said to me, and basically we went into school and she told me that there was a man that was on the bridge, or someone that was on the bridge near there, that was trying to obviously commit suicide or whatever,
Yeah.
and someone from that building came out and stopped him.
Yeah.
That was a few
Typically
years
is-
ago, so I don't know if that was your mum. I think it might have been
It
someone
wouldn't.
else.
It wouldn't have been
No.
my mum, no. But yeah, they're literally right next to that bridge, and that bridge is known for its jumpers,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
and hooded fleeces.
And a few tartan skirts. But yeah, so she's been there for quite a while actually. She's been there, I think, in the time of that
Yeah.
guy, but she wasn't there when that.
But
guy.
during lockdown, like she was still active.
Yeah.
Like she still worked. Like,
She didn't have to go into the office
no,
or
of
anything. She could do it all from home. They actually
Yeah.
gave her a phone that she could have at home
Oh,
because
that's
she had to
good, yeah.
answer calls and things like
yeah.
that. So everything works perfectly fine for her
Well, that was
in that
right then,
sense.
yeah.
I mean, I didn't have my job in the first lockdown, but from the second lockdown onwards, that's when I started working.
Yeah, I remember because
Yeah.
we used to speak about it a lot when we played fucking Minecraft
Yeah,
all the time. Like
yeah.
you were saying about jobs and shit. I remember that.
Mm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I started working in the second lockdown, and I think it was. I worked there for a year. Then Em and I broken up.
Yeah.
Went through a bit of a shit patch. We're going into the second Christmas I was there. Sort of dug myself out of the hole, got myself going again for Christmas. Worked the nights at that Christmas. And it was from then on that they decided that the nights were going to be permanent. So I've been working night shifts for a year now, like on a permanent basis.
Yeah.
And it's fucking good money, apart from anything else. I'm sitting on like 2-3 grand extra a year now, so it's not too bad at all. But
Those were some weird times though.
Yeah.
I remember
yeah.
in that lockdown though, like we played a lot of Minecraft, but then when I think when it stopped was when it stopped. You started playing Warzone. I remember that. And
I got this. I got this
and
laptop.
I got an Xbox One.
Mm.
And I did play Warzone with you a few times.
You got an Xbox One.
Yeah.
And then I got my laptop because everyone else was playing higher consoles, so I couldn't play with them because I was stuck on a 360. Which I do still have that world on there, by the way. It's still there, and it still looks incredible.
My Xbox says Red Ring of Death.
Oh no!
Yeah. I turned it on.
I have news for you boys.
Go on.
So on my birthday, I upgraded from a PS4 to a PS5.
Did you?
Come on, brother.
No way.
Not because of anyone special.
Mm.
I say anyone special. It was my girlfriend that bought it for me.
Mm.
On my birthday, she went to me, do you want it with games, do you want it with headphones? I said to her, it's not my money, I'd prefer the headphones because mine are ruined at the moment, but that's down to you. I then found out how much she spent on me.
How much?
Bear in mind, my chain that I'm wearing around right now cost her just over £300 in the way of Christmas.
Oh
My birthday is a month and 1 day after Christmas, and she bought me a PS5 just shy of £600.
Oh.
Just shy. So in total, I've said to her, she has spent about nearly £1,000 on me in the last 3 months of us being together.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck hell.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot.
I mean, I don't know how I can say thank you more enough than my PS5. Apart from, I got my PS5, I think, a couple of days early.
Good dick.
So I want to say
Give her a good dick.
5 days early, I got my PS5. Turned up to my birthday, and she turned up with two £20 PS5 or PS4 PlayStation vouchers.
Yeah.
So I ended up having a PlayStation 5 plus 40 quid in PlayStation vouchers from her.
Fucking nice of her, mate.
Like, she went, I can't just not
hell.
give you anything on your birthday.
Mm.
I said to her, a card would have been enough.
What the fuck?
But inside that card was
Tell me, how
40
much does she fucking get?
£40 in
Yeah.
PlayStation vouchers.
Fuck.
What job does she work? And I fucking want it.
What, why'd you give me that look?
Because she doesn't work.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say, like, OnlyFans. I was like,
No.
Oh, no.
So no, she's a couple toes on the
She
side.
doesn't work.
Gets the dogs out for the boys.
But
Don't know.
Mm.
and on the
Clearly, it don't matter. You got a fucking
that
PS5, mate.
On that same subject, I have some news for you boys.
Go on.
Right.
I have rebooked my theory test
Yes, boy.
Yeah.
for the 10th of March.
Mm.
That's fine. Practice until then. We'll
So-
get it done.
Hopefully this year I'll be driving.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Josh, I've still got my category A to do. I want to get it done by March. When I get paid, I'm booking my motorbike theory. I'll try and get it booked as soon as I can, but I'm going to aim to get my category A done by sort of middle of March, end of March.
Yeah.
So we'll make it our aim together. We'll get driving and motorbike licenses done.
I want to get my driving done just 'cause it's so much more simple. Plus, with being, at my aunt's at the moment, so
Yeah.
in some living situations.
Mm.
They've obviously my aunt's got a mobility vehicle because of what she's just been through,
Yeah.
and they said to me that they'll put me on the insurance
Mm.
because it won't cost them anything
Yeah.
in the way of increasing any sort of insurance or nothing like that because it's a mobility vehicle, and that's them going and they appreciate everything I've helped them through with the last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a case of we're willing to help you out.
Mm.
I told Terry that I've booked it for the 10th, and he
Yeah.
said, well, you can have the day off
Mm.
to do your theory.
Good.
And
Just for context, Josh works with his uncle.
I do work with my uncle. He's my boss.
That's good though. We'll get you past that theory, mate.
But I'm ready to pass it this time.
Yeah.
You know, the last 7 attempts have mean nothing now. It's this time, or I'm just gonna do.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many fucking tries it takes, mate. You know, you're gonna get through it.
Yeah, but it's at the point now where it's annoying me. Cause
You're sick of it now.
I've gone through the stage of. Wow.
You're trying to seduce me.
Just trying to make
turn the lights
orange.
orange.
Trying to make it a little bit nicer.
But it's got to that stage now where I've passed it so many times on the hazard perception, and the last time that I did it, you know, I failed on the hazard perception but passed on the multiple choice. But every time before that, I failed on the multiple choice but passed on the hazard perception.
Yeah.
That got to me in a
It's
stage of
really fucking jarring at this point.
because I was 2 points off of passing on my hazard perception.
Yeah.
At the same time, I passed my multiple choice.
Yeah.
I'd failed multiple choice every single time before, except for that one time I failed my hazard perception.
Yeah, it's definitely.
And that's what got to me, and that's what put me off of doing my theory again, because I didn't want to keep going over that stage of pass this one, fail that one, or fail that one, pass this one.
And plus, it's that fucking. I only did it 2 times before I passed, but it's that fucking walk of shit feeling when you come out of the theory test centre and you open the thing up and then it says you failed.
I don't
fucking hate
I don't look at it anymore until I get home.
What?
Yeah.
Nah, fuck
So
that.
after the second time of failing, I was like, that's it, I'm not going to open this letter until I get home.
Fuck it.
So I walked the whole way from the theory centre back to home,
Fucking hell.
then open it up and go, and I open it when I get home for one reason.
What?
So I'm not disappointed whilst I'm walking home.
Oh yeah, that is a shit walk home if you
Because
ask. Yeah.
if I'm in a bad mood, and I'll happily admit this to everybody here, when I'm in a bad mood, I tend to punch a lot of things. So the last thing I want to do,
Josh, I know.
I decided that from now on, if I open it up when I'm gonna get disappointed about it, I know that I most likely punch something because I'm angry.
Yeah.
You know, I failed it again, and that's why now on I don't open it till I get home.
I wouldn't be able to handle that. I'll be like, nope, I want to fucking know now. I want to know now whether I've got to fucking book it again or fucking I'm alright.
Yeah.
So tell you, fucking Tommy Barlow passed his theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucking did.
Fair enough.
Fair enough, isn't it?
Something to steal.
I mean,
something to steal. A little get.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
He had that thing up for fucking $2,000 on Facebook. $2,000.
$2,000 for a
I
little
texted him. I said, "You're not getting $2,000 for that, Chavy."
No.
He went, no, I only want to see what people offer me in swaps. I said, 1.4 Polo TDI.
You wouldn't want that get so much.
No, I wouldn't.
Jeez,
I had one before.
That's wrong with it. I know. I was going to have that one off of you.
You was, wasn't you?
Yeah.
What did I do with it? I sold it on Facebook.
You passed that one to your dad.
Oh yeah,
I'm
I
pretty
did.
sure because you were driving the Clio at the time.
I gave it to my dad, and then I had the Clio. Got rid of the Clio,
got rid of the
back,
Clio,
and then I sold it on
the
Facebook.
Yeah, you got it off the Gets back off him, sold that, and then the car you got after the Gets was
The Polo,
because
he bought it and I wanted it.
And then you swapped. No, you got the Golf.
No, we spoke about this.
Mm.
I had my Polo, my silver Polo, yeah, and then I drove it to Dover, fucked it, got a shitty Astra because I was meant to get a Golf, but
oh yeah, the Astra.
they smashed up the Golf before I could buy it off them, and then I had an Astra for a bit, and then I got the Golf.
I remember the Astra.
Yeah, fucking shitty. But yeah,
It's that time you helped me come rescue my car, wasn't it? Or the van.
What?
When I first bought that van.
Oh yeah.
We parked up your Fiesta at work, at my work, and we walked round to pick up the Astra van.
Yeah. That was a good van.
It's still a good van.
Still a good van, yeah.
But it's, you know, it's at that stage now where it's, if he wants to sell it, he's going to have to change all the stickers and that on the front of it. He's talking about putting a black tailgate on it, putting black vinyl on the bonnet, putting black vinyl on the roof, making one giant black racing stripe.
That's hard. I've seen people do that, you know. There's a guy that drives about in an Astra van, same engine, but he's put a straight pipe on it, and it's probably got a, I don't know what's got on it. But,
my uncle was looking to lower the front end, so put it on lower the front end, make it look like a wedge.
Oh.
So the back end would be higher than the front.
Yeah.
And he's trying to think of how you can add more power to it without messing around with the engine.
Easy.
Because
Decat downpipe.
Yeah. Because at the moment it's a diesel, it's made for torque, but he's not getting much power out of it because it is an old motor.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, without mapping it, like it's got a remap in it.
I was sold it as a remap.
Yeah.
But I don't believe it does.
Well, if he doesn't want to do anything to the engine, really and truly, you either need to remap it and get it done on paper, so you know exactly what it's putting out, or you need just decat it, put some sort of decent downpipe on it.
But I'm also now looking at cheap motors for myself.
Yeah, of course you're doing that. Yeah, definitely.
Because I'm getting to that stage now where it's like, if I'm going to push on with my theory, I'm also going to push on with my driving lessons.
Yeah, well, I always find cheap cars, mate, so
Yeah,
if you want me to, I'll just keep an eye out, and anything that comes up cheap, I'll send it straight
Do you know
out.
what
to
really
you.
upsets me?
What?
The motor I did have, the Fiesta.
That was fucking sweet as, mate.
That was a nice motor.
That was sweet.
I couldn't drive it after leaving it sat there for a year.
Yeah.
Especially after I lost the keys. when it
Fucking
came
lost a car key.
when it came to pushing that motor onto the back of a trailer, because it was at my mum and dad's, obviously from the hill down from my mum and dad's, they rolled it down that hill and up onto a trailer.
Mm.
And there was nothing wrong with it, apart from the fact they'd been sat there for a year, and a little water leak through the sunroof.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was fine.
That's quite common on Fiestas, to be honest, anyway.
But every time I walk past a little Ford Fiesta flight now, I'm like, oh, I've really missed that motor.
So, oh my baby.
Do you remember when I sent you a video of it and I said, why is it sitting there, boy?
Yeah. You asked me after he asked me like, I reckon it was like a month after I scrapped it, asked me if I was looking to sell it. I'm pretty sure he asked me a month after I scrapped it if I was selling it.
Yeah.
If I was willing to sell it, I said, so, I'm sorry, but I scrapped it.
So, about that.
Yeah.
But I've had 3 motors. I had my Clio for 5-door. I had a Ford Fiesta Flight, which was my Clio was a 3-door. Then I had a 5-door Fiesta, and then I had the extra van.
The Aston Van's 30 though. It goes. It is good.
Is it good or is it a ghost Bustamobile?
No, it's good.
It is. It's got Ghostbuster stickers on it. It's got Lando's number 4. It's got all weeded out back, so it's got like skulls with weed symbols. It's got race cars on the back. It's
got a lot of stickers.
It's not hard to miss this van.
Yeah. It's one of them cars that you like. If you see it about, it's like, oh look, I see it again.
It's very distinguished from every other
Distinguished.
van. Yeah.
Do you mean distinctive?
That's the one.
The fire extinguisher.
It's very distinctive.
Before we go any further, he'll always correct me. This difference between me and this guy is I got no grade. I got an ungradable in English.
Did ya?
Yeah, I did. I got
No
a U in
way.
English.
2 5s.
Exactly.
2 5s.
This
Is that it?
So, well, 2 C's basically.
This is the difference between me and this bloke over here.
Do you know what I got?
Me and this bloke over
6.
Fair enough.
In both.
Power to you.
here. Fuck you both.
I was good at English,
I
mate.
mean, grade 7s in maths, chemistry, biology.
I got grade
The
6.
highest grade I got was a C in science.
Yeah, it's alright.
That's better than me.
Is that like foundation? Not foundation science. You can't get a C for that. Is that combined sciences?
Yeah, it was combined.
Yeah.
That was, if it was to do with the whole of one being separate, biology, chemistry, physics.
Yeah, like your core
then
sciences.
Mine would have been probably chemistry, where I passed most.
Mm.
But that's because I'm very good at mixing things and blowing stuff up.
Do you know the only thing I ever remember from science is because it's to do with cars, and it is what a catalyst is, and it speeds up the rate of reaction. That is the only thing I ever. That's literally the one thing I fuck everything up. I've fucking forgotten everything else about science the day I left school. The day I left the classroom about that certain lesson, I forgot it. But that one thing I remember because it's about cars. Or it's tied into anyway.
Yeah. There's a lot about science that ties into cars, that sort of thing.
I know,
A
but
lot
it's the
of-
only thing I paid attention for.
A lot of anything you do that's mechanical is all sciencey.
Yeah, of course. It's all science how an engine works, but that's the one thing I actually remembered.
The point of life and living is all science based.
Yeah, I know. I don't care for that.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But no, whereas because that's all sort of my gig, that's why I want to be a mechanic,
Mm.
because I like that sort of thing. I just mechanics make sense to me. Like a lot of people, they struggle with physics because the thing with physics is unless you're an extremely good heads down hard worker, then the only way you'll get physics is if it just makes sense to you.
I hate physics.
I loved it because everything made sense. I just got it. I couldn't tell you why, I couldn't tell you how, I just got it. Whereas so many people, because they don't get it and they can't get it, it just doesn't work for them.
No, it's not actually my fault that I didn't like science, to be honest. It's actually, I would have stayed in the classroom, but one of my best pals was in science with me.
Yeah.
And remember Ty?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in science with me and completely fucked it because me and him were just laughing all the time. And from so from early in when you get from year 7 and 8 and then you go up to year 9.
Yeah.
And then when you get to year 9 you're upstairs, aren't you?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, mate, year 9, 10, 11 science, me and him just fucked around. And we would actually get sent out so much in the end that every single lesson we were outside.
Yeah.
Like before the class even started, we were outside. we just stayed outside and waited for our books to be outside.
Yeah.
But in our school, used to be in different sections. Used to have like Darwin, Franklin, and
No, Darwin, Franklin, and Brunel.
Brunel.
Yeah.
And then the other one used to have was year 7 and 8, which used to be
Newton.
So, like all your classes when you're in year 7 and 8 are all downstairs
In Newton.
in Newton. Then you had the 3 houses, and in Brunel was like English.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Was
which
that
one's
Franklin?
Darwin was in the middle. That was
Darwin was in mine.
that one with
In
the
the middle.
glasses, the really soft talking lady. That was Franklin. She was at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of them was English, one of them was maths.
Yeah. So I think maths was in Franklin and computer science
I
was
can't
in
remember. I
Franklin.
can't remember which one was.
Brunel, which is the one closest to the main entrance of the school. That's where English was. English and English. That was the English
just
department.
pure English department.
Yeah.
I can't
And
remember
then-
the middle one was.
So Darwin, I'd sometimes have maths in Darwin, and French as well.
Oh yeah, French.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
languages for the
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
And then you had a completely different area for DT and art and
Yeah, music.
science.
Yeah,
and
music
stuff.
was downstairs,
Music was
near where
downstairs.
Newton
No
is.
different.
But that's the whole music area. But
I suppose your school is like all just one big building, essentially, isn't it?
It was
Yeah.
made out to look like a star, but apparently, when you look at it from the top, it's meant to look like a star. Apparently.
yeah. But it used to be like there. But when you go up the steps and then out towards the entrance where you leave, if you're walking, you leave out the back entrance.
Yeah.
There was a little building, and that used to be the DT bit, wasn't it? Was that the DT bit? No, it was the old computer science bit, wasn't it? Or finance bit or something. Because there was computers and shit in there.
Yeah.
And then that's where you had to go. But they turned that into an outside,
sixth former.
the sixth form of thing. Yeah.
Sixth form area.
Yeah.
See, the thing is with my school is it was never all just one building. So we had Mansion, which was the main building.
Yeah.
You then had Cutbush was the history block.
Yeah.
You had Webster was your modern foreign languages and computer science. You had Palmer was the.
What were those names based off?
I think they were, because our school's religious and Bennett's a religious school.
Yeah.
They I think they were archbishops of.
Why do I always
Rochester.
think you went to St Greg's?
Don't know. Because I went to a religious school, but you don't think of Bennett as a religious school, really. Because St Greg's is a St Greg's school.
No, but I do, because Bennett is. I've always known that Bennett's a religious school, but
Yeah.
for some reason I've always thought you'd gone to St Greg's.
Oh.
Very strange.
I considered it, but never went. Palmer was the maths block.
Yeah.
And then you had Scott and Anne Scott. Scott was English, and then Anne Scott was half of the science block. Plus you had a sports hall and a gym somewhere as well.
Yeah.
But most of it it was all basically separate buildings, and the mansion block was science, arts, DT, religious was in there as well, and then you had a few other bits and pieces. Music was the other side of the
I
mansion
really liked
as well.
religious.
I couldn't get on with it.
I really liked it. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I wouldn't have even like looking at myself from a third eye. I wouldn't have expected myself to like religious, like learning about different cultures.
Yeah.
But when I was in RE, from like year 7 and 8, and then but I didn't choose it for some reason.
I did religious studies as a GCSE.
Yeah. I wish I had, because I really shone in RE. I really did learn, and when I learnt stuff, when I actually put my mind to it, I could learn stuff, and in RE that's what I did. I fucking loved it. It was brilliant.
I'd much prefer philosophy, if I'm honest.
What's that?
Philosophy is like the ethics and that sort of thing, that side of stuff. I can't really explain it to you. You'd have to ask my sister. She actually studies A-level philosophy, so. But
Philosophy is to do with Greeks, isn't it?
Huh?
Philosophy started out with the Greeks.
Well, it started out even before the Greeks.
Did that?
It's just like the whole like different ethics.
Did they
and
make
things
it?
like that.
Is that what Harry Potter's about?
Philosophy.
Greeks?
You mean the Philosopher's Stone?
Yeah.
No, it's not. I'm not knowledgeable
A
enough to
philosopher
explain it
is
to
someone
you.
philosopher is someone who knows a lot of stuff, though, isn't it?
No, I can't give you the definition. I don't know it, but it's not that they know a lot of stuff. That's just someone who's intelligent. Einstein wasn't a philosopher, but he was intelligent. He knew a lot of stuff.
Oh.
But yeah, I couldn't tell you the definition because I'd probably fuck it up. On that, in the last episode, we did phobias, and I spoke to the person who I know who has emetophobia, the fear of throwing up, and she said that I did fuck up a few of the things about it.
Really?
So I apologise in advance to everyone else who ever listens to this who has emetophobia. I fucked it. I'm sorry.
You know what? For that, cotton wool balls.
I hate you, Keir.
On the subject of phobias, because I wasn't here last time.
Yeah.
I'd love to square you in the jaw right now. Yes, Kit. Yes, Josh.
Not my pretty jaw.
Do you want to know my phobias?
Yes.
Just because I wasn't here for this last episode, and
Yes.
Kia was telling me.
Hold on.
About this episode.
I'll get you to write them down quick, but just before you say anything. So last episode we did a funny one. We did a scary one, or a scary themed one.
Yeah, a weird one.
A weird one.
A personal one.
A personal one, and
an
then
understanding.
an understandable one.
So I only have 3, so
Right.
I can't really give you those options
Right.
in the way of options. So my most hated fear, the one I would never be able to do, is my fear of drowning. I can't swim very well. I never have.
I know.
I never want to learn
Yeah.
because I don't like.
You don't like water.
I don't like water at all.
What are you trying to make it sound like he's a fucking scruff?
Um,
He likes to have a fucking bath. He just don't like fucking swimming.
You just don't like water.
I hate the feeling of the fact that I could go into water and just drown.
Yeah.
Because I've never taught myself how to swim. I had when I was in, I think it was year 4, when you used to do swimming lessons.
Yeah.
I got trapped under one of them foam pads that people used to just sit on.
Yeah.
I got trapped underneath one of them, and that's when I finally decided that swimming wasn't for me.
Yeah.
You know, but moving swiftly off of that one, because
I see you getting uncomfortable.
Yeah. That's not something I like to talk about much.
Yeah.
My other one is I got a fear of heights. You don't see it from the stuff that I do by climbing and everything like that. You don't normally see it.
You mean extreme heights?
But I mean, when I went onto London Eye
Yeah.
on a school trip, and I think it was like year 5, they had to push me onto London Eye.
Yeah.
I ran round Rustall to raise the money to go on the London Eye. Got to in front of it, realised how tall it was, and I was crying. You know, I wouldn't
He's thinking like, fuck, what have I got myself into?
I wouldn't go anywhere near the edge of the London Eye.
Yeah.
I was sat in that middle.
Yeah.
You know, because they have the
Did you have
seats.
your eyes closed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That went up, round, down. Felt like it took years. It didn't. It just felt like that because I
How
hate
long
heights.
is it on the London Eye? 10 minutes.
About 15 minutes.
About 15 minutes, yeah, around about that time. But that's just one thing that I know I can't deal with.
Mm.
My last one, and this is a pet hate of mine,
Mm.
is scarecrows.
Scarecrows.
I'm absolutely petrified of scarecrows.
Mm. Do you know what? I can understand that though.
To be fair,
'Cause
they
it's-
have
it's-
been depicted to be quite
Mm.
not
It's-
like, I don't know what the
It's
word
the
is.
human embodiment, but it's not a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you said I had someone walk into my work, and we have a mannequin at our work.
Mm.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like we used to have the mannequin stand in the middle of the shop floor, and people used to walk in and try and shake his hand because they thought there was someone that worked there.
Right.
He just stand in the middle.
How the fuck do you mistake a mannequin?
And since then we've moved him to the side, so
Yeah.
he's no longer standing in the middle of the shop floor. He's now standing off to the side. And this guy walks into the shop. It must have been Friday afternoon, and he about to walk out the door, realised the mannequin's there, and he jumped. And the first thing he said to us was, "I really hate mannequins."
Mm.
Really?
I said, "Why is that?" He went, "Because I feel like that's a person staring at me, just not moving."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So what we did, or what they did before I got there, instead of making him look like a mannequin, you guys remember Beaker from the Muppets?
Yeah.
Beaker. What, the
Beaker.
chavvy, the chavvy?
Yeah. They
Yeah.
drew that on the back of his head and turned his head around. So instead of it looking, like someone staring at you,
Yeah.
it now looks like Beaker.
That's fucking joke.
That's brilliant. I love
No, Scarecrows though. So, have you watched the Dark Knight series?
Mm-hmm.
No, Scarecrow, Cillian Murphy in that. He plays it really well.
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian
Yeah.
Murphy, oh fucking unknown. Irish cunt. Yeah, in that though, like a lot of people said that in that Scarecrow was fucking freaky.
Yeah.
And it's because like they show like the way they depicted him, like
Yeah.
the obviously his thing is he gives whoever he's tormenting gas that makes them,
It shows their fear.
it shows their fear, and it is fucking creepy when you watch that
Yeah.
film. It is fucking creepy, so I can see why
See,
look,
I'd
Scarecrows are
say
your thing.
the scarier version of the Scarecrow from Batman was the one that was depicted in Arkham Knight. This one. That was the scariest version I ever saw.
What, in the game?
Yeah, so in the Arkham Knight game, that was the scariest version I saw. That
Nah.
was just the basic version.
See, every fear, I think, when it's in a game where it's animated, I don't know if this is you, but every fear I feel like it would just be deleted because you know that that's been drawn by someone, whereas it's a bit more lifelike when it's in a film. 'Cause you
Yeah,
think,
the new
"Fuck
one.
it, now."
Yeah.
The one that
Robert Pattinson.
one that just came out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Mm.
I've watched
I
that
haven't
one.
seen that one yet.
I have.
We
I
good.
haven't seen it yet.
It
either.
is. It's a very good film.
Yeah.
The films don't scare me. It's when I see it in real life,
Yeah.
which is what puts me off of thinking that I have a fear of it, and it's not just because I don't really know how. Because I can watch films, I can play games with scarecrows in them, but when I see them in real life, that's it. I'm like, no.
Mm. Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I saw a fucking scarecrow, to tell the truth.
I can't put up with seeing them.
Yeah.
But everything else doesn't really bother me, and that's really creepy behind you, by the way.
What?
That dragon thing that Cam's got on the side, the way the lights on there. All I can see is that peering up the top of your
Do
head.
you know what you would hate? You know I love Doctor Who.
Mm.
There's an episode where
Oh, the Weeping Angels used to fucking
no,
scare us.
no. The Weeping Angels, yeah, used to shit me up as well. But I'm gonna show you this fucking one episode, yeah. You would have hated it basically. And there's these aliens that crash land. Well, the Doctor's forgotten who the fuck he is. He puts it in like a little time thing, yeah. And when he opens it up, the energy will all come out. He'll remember who he is and whatnot. But he needs to hide from these aliens that are chasing him, and their goons are scarecrows.
Yeah.
But
But like I said, I can watch it in a film or anything like that.
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
can't.
these ones, they're lifelike, and they just walk along. But they're fucking strange, like their faces and that.
Yeah, but that's what I think what terrifies me the most.
Yeah, imagine. Can you imagine? It's like I don't know if you've seen that.
Oh
episode.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Remember that one?
Mm.
Yeah. Imagine, yeah. You're driving, even driving home one night, yeah, and like you're going down a back lane like near
Yeah.
the fucking Peacock near
Yeah.
Cranbrook, and you
Mm.
just fucking see that walking the road, mate. Fuck that. Jesus.
That's what I mean. I can stare at that picture, but if I saw that in real life, I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah. I can understand that. To be fair,
Mm.
I don't have that phobia myself, but I can see
It's
why you would.
Again, that's a very understandable.
Yeah,
one
I
to
can
have.
see why you would. Yeah.
Mm.
That's the main 3 phobias for me: is drowning, heights, and scarecrows.
What's the weirdest phobia you've ever heard of?
Weirdest phobia I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
Mm.
Excuse me.
It's pretty scary.
Probably yours.
Mine.
Yeah.
What the cotton wool? Sorry.
mould.
Fucking.
I mean,
That's probably the weirdest
I
one I've
don't
ever heard
think
of.
it's not a case. I'm not scared of it.
You
I just hate the tactile feel. I hate it.
Mate, it's not.
It makes me feel uncomfortable.
I say that though, but my dad has a phobia of them. So I can say it's the weirdest.
It's a lot more
But-
common than you think. It's a lot more common than you think.
That's for a different. My dad's is for a different reason, not because of. I don't know what your reason is behind it, but
Mm.
my dad had his nose cauterized, and they had the same thing done to me. But then when
Yeah.
he turned, I think it was 16, they broke his nose and made it wider. And for them to do that, they have to shove cotton balls
Yeah.
up your nose,
Mm.
and that's why he's then decided, that's something he absolutely hates. Cotton, he won't touch them. He will not touch them at all. For one reason. Just because they stuck him up his nose.
That.
'Cause they had to stretch his nose out.
Please.
They had to
can we-
stretch his nose out with them.
Please.
I love balls.
Same testicles.
What?
It's exquisite. Squishy.
Fucking
I had someone
what?
describe them as squishy.
Have
to
you ever
me
had the
other
balls
day.
sucked?
Oh yeah.
Do you like it?
It's quite nice actually.
I think it's
It's
fucking
tender.
weird.
It's tender. That's what it is.
I think it's fucking weird.
I don't
It's
like
odd.
it.
It's odd.
I don't like it.
It's weird, isn't it? Because the thing is, yeah, it's in their mouth and they think it feels good for you. Well, it might do. I don't know.
I mean, I'm into it.
Yeah,
Some
but
people aren't.
when I had it done to me a long while ago, it like it hurt a little bit. Yeah, it hurt
That's
a little
a good
bit.
sign.
I can see where you're coming from.
The balls
with
were
this.
deep in her mouth, in her
How
throat.
hard was she sucking?
Pretty hard. Like I thought they were
That's-
gonna come off.
I can see where you're coming
Do you
from.
know what I mean?
That's someone who's inexperienced at it.
Yeah,
Because
I
you're
know.
not meant to just suck the whole.
No.
sack.
But some of it felt good. But then she would like nigh on swallow the fucking things.
Start chewing.
Yeah, and then she would like nearly like fucking like swallow them, and then I don't know. It would hurt, you know. I don't know. Right, okay, I'm running the podcast. No, I don't know.
You say you've ruined it. He's the one that started the conversation.
What
Am I?
about
Yeah, you're the one that
testicles?
started about the testicle
Yeah, that's true.
conversation.
Yeah.
No, I just said testicles are nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had them described to me.
Yeah?
As being
By
squishy.
who? Well, I know you probably don't want to disclose names, but
Oh, I want
But-
to say it in that way. I say it all the time. That makes you laugh.
What's me? No.
You know what I mean.
No. Definitely not. Anyway, we've gotten to nearly 2 hours, boys. 2
It's
hours.
a long time.
I don't. Yeah, well, it's the first episode. People want to get to know who I am, so
First episode, Josh being.
I mean,
Wash.
We'll interrogate him further in future episodes.
we probably will. Yeah,
But yeah, I think we had a good one today, lads.
we did.
I just
We had a
thought.
good one. That was
Oh.
a 3 out of 10. Didn't even hear it.
No, yeah, it felt weird.
2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because it felt weird. Oh well, have we got anything else today, lads?
No, I don't think I've got anything else to share with you guys. To be honest,
Yawn.
just yawn.
Well, it's been a good one.
Yeah.
Had a lovely little gander, lovely little chat.
Yeah.
Know a little bit more, and a little bit more about how, or you guys have found out a little bit more about the jobs we work and that sort of thing. And where
Just
we
had a
are
little
now.
good little gas bag.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's been good. I'm glad we finally got you on now, Josh.
Yeah.
And you're now stuck. There's no.
There may be a few episodes where I might disappear in and out, but I'll make sure I'm trying to be here most of the time.
Of course, there will be a podcast uploaded every week, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We try and do sort of recordings every Sunday. Obviously today it's Saturday, but if we can do, normally we try and do them on Sundays, and if we can't do it, then we find another day to do it. Unless it's just too complicated, then we won't fuss about it. We'll just like stack it or whatever. But no, it works quite well. How we're doing it, it seems to be going well.
Yeah.
The views have dropped off a bit. I won't lie, but
Slacking.
I think it just needs everyone to be pushing it and promoting it a bit more. But no, it's going well. It's serving how we wanted it to.
Yeah,
It's doing what we wanted from it.
for sure.
It does it for that's a for sure. You're right. But no, yeah. So I haven't got anything else left to say apart from everybody listening. Make sure you subscribe. You hit that notification bell. Give us a little cheeky like, and make sure you share it around as well.
Comment
And
if you like your balls sucked. I want to know.
Comment or send us an email at askuglyducks.
Send a picture.
Send a picture.
No,
Send a video. of
Kit,
your balls.
no.
Leave that there, kid.
Okay.
But no, send us if you don't want to comment that's public. You can always send us an email at askuglyducks.
Yeah. Have
gmail.com.
you checked the emails recently?
There's nothing.
I haven't checked them either.
So
There might be a few millets receipts.
I'll
Millets receipts.
Yeah.
You've been using the Ugly Ducklings podcast at Millets.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I need emails.
Make your own YouTube account. God damn it.
No, I need emails.
Use my
Make
email.
your own YouTube account. God damn it.
This is our own YouTube account.
This is our YouTube
Yeah, that's what I'm
account.
saying.
It's not yours.
Yeah, but
You
I need
use it
emails.
Use your own. Create a new one.
No, I need
God damn
emails.
it. I've probably got a spare one somewhere I can give to you. You can use that instead.
It is what it is.
Well, yes. Anyway, like, sub, hit the bell, share, leave a comment.
Your mum.
If you've got any ideas, let us know. askuglyducks@gmail.com or leave it in the comments, whatever. Yeah. I've been Cameron,
I've been Kid Boy.
And I've been Josh.
and this has been the Ugly Ducklings podcast.
Bye.
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 Bye.